Oh, Westbridge Hills, welcome back to episode 22 with me, Mr. Sealy P. Now, as you can probably tell, we are mowing grass. I'm down on field 20. I've brought down the Case Puma and put the mowers on it. I brought down with it the windrower. That's parked up to one side of the field. I also brought down the Ursus. The one with the numbers. I can't remember what the numbers are. Anyway, brought that down. That's got I bought a tedder, and I went to the shop and brought the tedder down. So it's all sitting by the side of the field. I'm cutting this for now the second time, preparing it for baling. So I'm going to cut it all, and then we are going to tedder it for hay, and then we're going to windrow it, ready for baling. That's the idea for this episode. I'm probably going to bounce around doing a couple of the bits and bobs behind the scenes while I'm doing that, but that's what I'm intending to do for this episode. In this case, Puma does a good job, but I think it's maybe slightly underpowered with 203 horsepower. These rear mowers require, I think, 190 or 180. Normally when I use the Sammy that's got 190 horsepower, it just about pulls them okay, but like we're seeing now, slight hill, and it really does struggle. And that, superb. When you get onto the level or downhill, 13 miles an hour, no problem at all. Just seems to be the steeper uphills where it has a few issues, but good tractor, I like this. Saw another one of the Farming Simulator 17 gameplay videos, the Life on the Rails, I think it was called, Life on the Railroad. All different stuff with the crane in the middle of the two tracks, which looks absolutely brilliant. Plus they kind of showcase very briefly the New Holland T7 heavy duty, which looks pretty cool, I have to say. I think it's probably the only thing that was missing from this, because you've got the T4, the T6, is it T4 or the T5, whichever you got on this, and then you've got the T6 160, then the T8s, and then the T9. They were always missing the T7. It needed well, I suppose you can't have all of every single model from every single from range, obviously, but yeah, good tractor. I'm glad to see it's in FS17. We're just about coming to the end now of field 20's mowing. It's done a good job, actually. Let's say up the hills, a little bit of a struggle here and there, but on the whole, not too bad at all. I think what we'll do now is turn the mowers off, lift them, rear mower, fold it, put these down. We'll jump into the Ursus to do the tethering, and then we'll be back into the case for the windrowing, I think. Although I might windrow one strip out the way, I think, so we know where the grass is going to be. Whoa, that was close, then he fell over. Yeah, I have to say the turning circle on this isn't fantastic. I thought it would be better because it's a relatively small tractor, but it's alright. Now let's see if it's got the oomph to pull the windrower though. Never thought to look actually at that. We'll see how we get on. We're hooked up to it, that's a start. Right, jump out of this. Get into the Ursus. Noisy one. Right. Trying to think actually, how much of this to... There's tether all of it. Let's open it up first. Okay. Turn it on. Drop it down. And away we go. I'm taking a short break from the tethering, only because the harvester had stopped. I've just checked on the price of canola. Last time I sold it was 1,099, I think it was, per tonne. It's dropped below 1,000. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to store this. I'm going to wait until the price goes up again and then take it and sell it. Because I've got the silage, I'm not in an immediate hurry to get rid of it. And I'll store it all up and then wait for the price to go up. If we're lucky and we get a great demand, even better. But I just think it's I'll be losing money. So and that's the first load of a few I think I'm going to have. So I've got the field 15, field 10. Field 16 have all got oilseed rape in, so hopefully it'll make a little bit of money, but we need that money to be the most it can possibly be when we sell. Field 20 is nearly complete with our tethering. Last strip we're doing now. We haven't done the entire field. I have left some grass at the end here so I can windrow that and maybe use that for grass for the cows. But that I think is the windrowing done. So we'll turn that off and fold it up. Okay, park it up, and then I think we'll do some windrowing back into the Case Puma, and we'll get some windrows ready. Okay, we'll go to the end first, I think. Do the strip across. I'm going to try and avoid getting too much grass mixed in with it. See how we go on. It's not going to be that easy, actually, thinking about it. Okay, let's open this up first. Right, so we'll drop it down, turn it on, It's not too bad. It seems to be leaving the grass behind, actually. Or maybe not. It's making a real mess. Okay. Oh, it's not too bad. It's left a little bit. Should have gone straight on there, shouldn't I? Right, let's reverse this back. See if we can get a straight line. Okay. And what I'll do is windrow my first grass strip as well. Try and get that away from the hay. It's not too bad. Might have the odd little bit here and there left behind, but it could be worse. Not quite sure how it could be worse at the moment, but it could be. There we go, that's better. Just make the two make sure the two stay separate. Blimey, it's a mouthful. Okay, I'm going to continue on with the windrowing of the hay, ready for baling. And then I'll come back later on at the end and do the grass. I'll see you on the far side. I'm very nearly at the end of all the windrowing of hay on field 20. Just last tiny little bit to do. Now there is still grass over there. I haven't windrowed yet. I'm going to do that afterwards. But that's field 20 finished cutting. It's then been tethered and now windrowed. So that'll be ready for baling. Baling I think I'm probably going to do in the next episode. Anyway, I'm going to fold up the windrower. Now while we've been doing that, you know what I'm like for multitasking. What you haven't seen off screen has been a few other jobs I've been doing. Every now and again I've gone over and done a load of silage at the biogas plant. That's why the money has gone up a little bit over this episode in increments of about 19,000 each time, oddly enough. We've also been doing the canola oilseed rape harvest on field 15, which if I jump across there now, the harvester is still going. Harvester has stopped, so I'll empty that in a moment. But we have done most of this field. Now, jumping into here, I have stored the last two loads of canola oilseed rape that we took off the field in the silo at the main yard, only because the price of it's dropped. It's only 984 per tonne at the flour mill, and that's the highest price they're doing at the moment. So it's quite flat. So I'm going to wait till the price goes up a little bit, we get a better price for it, and then sell that all off to get that money back. I'll probably carry on doing a bit of silaging as well off screen. Is what I have been doing before. But we have come to the end of this episode. Hope you enjoyed it. It was mainly getting that field 20 done and ready for baling, and then I'll be able to collect some grass as well in one of the forage wagons. So a bit of tethering, bit of mowing, a bit of windrowing, and then obviously behind the scenes been doing this as well. If you like the episode, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. There's loads of videos you can go and have a look at that I've done already on my other gameplay series, down on the farm in Bjornholm and Sosnovka Sovkhoz on the Gold Edition map. Yeah, leave a comment if you've got a comment, anything you'd like to say, any messages. Would love to hear from you. Whatever you decide to do. Thanks for watching.